If you're looking for a new home, a new report shows it's cheaper to buy than rent in 4 major U.S. metropolitan areas. New data from real estate brokerage Redfin found that a monthly mortgage in Detroit, Philadelphia, Cleveland, and Houston is lower than estimated average monthly rental costs. Jason Aleem joins us now to talk a little bit more about this. He is the Senior Vice President of Real Estate Operations at Redfin. Thanks for joining us. So, what is it about these particular cities that make them better places to buy than rent?
Thanks for having us, Anne-Marie. That's a great question. When you look at Detroit, you look at Philadelphia, you look at Houston, and you look at Cleveland, they didn't have the same run-up on prices during the pandemic. So there's a little bit more room there for affordability versus some of our boom towns like Sacramento or Phoenix, where the prices rose so aggressively over the last couple of years. And you combine that with low inventory now and rates, it's just much more unaffordable.
Yeah, and I think as someone who lives in Philadelphia, I can say that in Philly, I have seen some of the home prices drop a bit the way you would expect them to drop when mortgage rates go up a bit, right? More normal versus what we're seeing in a lot of other cities across the country. How far would mortgage rates then have to fall for owning to become cheaper than renting, especially in some of these areas that did so well during the pandemic?
That's a great question. So when you look at these other cities that are boom towns from the pandemic, we actually need rates to get somewhere between 4 and 3% to find parity. And that's going to be a long slog. We also could have prices that start to decrease and continue to decrease to get us there. But the rates are really the issue. We need to be in that 4 to 3% range.
Right. And as long as, it's not advantageous for home owners to become home sellers, then there's always going to be an inventory crunch. And, with the interest rates, then you got a double whammy for anyone who's thinking about buying. So then how do you, when you're sort of looking at the numbers, how do you determine if renting or buying is the best thing for you? Because sometimes it's not just like, this is how much money I'm going to pay per month. There are other things to factor in.
Totally. Throughout my career in our company, when we think about this is a very personal decision for people. There's a balance between your lifestyle goals and your financial goals. And you really want to think about 3 big things. Am I ready to start building equity? Am I going to own this home for, give it 4 to 5 years? You'll protect yourself from a lot of the volatility in the market. And then you want to think about rates in a different way. You want to kind of marry the house, but date the rate and understand there will be opportunities to refinance. And then the thing you want to do is really build your team between your agent, your lender, and your financial advisor to think through that decision so you can make a sound decision and feel really good about what direction you go.
I like that. Marry the house, but date the rate. Because I think a lot of people, once they finally make that decision, they get over the hump, they bought the house, they just sort of put everything to the side. And they stop thinking about, all those little tweaks you can make when the interest rates go down, refinancing, all that sort of stuff. Really good advice, Jason. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Glad to help.